Raymond, wonderfully sitting here in your garden, if I can call it that. I mean, it's an absolute masterpiece. Did you dream that you'd have something like this when you started off with your first restaurant in Oxford?
No, no. So there was a dream, definitely. I wanted to move on from the time to Quat'Saisons, which restricted me. But on the other hand, no, I fell in love with this place. And when you fall in love, that's it. You are doomed. And I fell in love because I always remember the first time I saw this place, the mini Grand Drive. Okay, the human scale, all the different gardens at different levels, the beautiful Oxford yellow stone. My heart went just, that's it. And there was no way back.
I see my role, a lot of it, as being the guardian of the standards. And so one of the things I do is an awful lot of management by walking about, as does Raymond as well, and all the senior team. And we are there to see that those little details are managed all the time, because I think it's the small details that actually make the difference between a hotel and a restaurant and a great hotel and a restaurant.
That's brilliant. Look at that, the peas, the broad beans, the fresh goat cheese, okay, so the first baby artichoke, all the essence of tomato, all this, the first little chive, little flowers. Don't put too many of them, they're quite potent.
Okay. What gives you your inspiration? You put so much effort and you have an incredible team here that you've inspired. And they're mini you in a way, in respect that they have your thinking. They actually carry out what you want them to do, but they actually are in your mould. I mean, how do you get the inspiration to do that and to come up with new ideas all the time?
Obviously, your team is so fundamental to your own success, because especially the larger or the bigger the ambition is, the more dependent you are on your team. So effectively, my team, yes, not just embrace my value, they own it, and I want them to own it. And that's actually the only way I can succeed. Okay, I often say I, but I should say we.
Sure.
Because always when I say I, it's we.
Sure.
Okay, it's just happened I'm the figurehead, the constance within that business. Okay, but my team and all my generals and my field marshals and my lieutenants really own the philosophy, own the vision, understand all the rules of great ethics, of sustainability, of treating people well, of training them, supporting them, making training the very core and the very heart of this place, the heartbeat of that place. You should have that information. Regular guests likes his Perrier cold, or will only drink vodka during his meal, something, but we know what it is. So those things are not just for fun, it's really also to get some real information, so in order to deliver our guests the best. Okay, guys? And you know what? When people are appreciated, when they're well looked after, and they are trained to do the job they are meant to do, you'll be amazed how fast they grow,
Sure.
how confident they are, how wonderful it is. We need to teach these young people beyond us here to be caring, to be knowledgeable. And I think today, the empowerment of today is knowledge. It's always that thing, You give me a warm fuzzy, okay, you give me back a warm fuzzy.
Sure.
Okay, and you feel enriched.
Very refreshing beetroot terrine with a horseradish, the combination there, the fresh horseradish and fresh beetroot. So we've taken all of our baby beetroots from the garden. So we've taken those fantastic beetroots, great flavours, great varieties, and we just made it into a very simple terrine. Horseradish, sorbet on the side, so it's cooling, refreshing, very spring, summer.
We have 32 rooms, we have 32 tables in the restaurant. Every room is guaranteed a table, so therefore there are times where we don't have that many non-resident guests for dinner because we're just so busy within the house itself.
How many staff do you employ here in total?
I can't believe I'm going to tell you, but there we are. We have 220 staff altogether and a 32-bedroom hotel, which I know a lot of my peers in the industry tell me I'm mad, because why would we have that number of people? But when we charge the prices we charge, we deliver the experience that we deliver, we need that number of people to actually do it.
You're well established with your own bakery here now.
Oh yes, we do over 12 varieties of bread, French style primarily, from our sourdoughs, our traditional baguettes, some ciabattas, little rolls, beer breads, 100% rye, you name it. They're all the widest range of different selections which can please everybody, hopefully.
A few weeks ago, in the garden, so this huge Angelica, that was about the only thing left in the garden about a few weeks ago. Okay, and it was tender and beautiful, and immediately it had to be kidneys. The little spring onions here, you know, you got the lovely little first grelot onions here. It was the first little Thai shallots, which came, and then a beautiful puree of New Season garlic. You know, and
So that's just puree of garlic over there.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's always accepted children into the restaurant. That's his French upbringing. Children were part of the table, so therefore you always ate as a family. So it's always been his desire to have a very relaxed property. We'd much prefer people to come and enjoy themselves and have a relaxed time. A lot of the guests will automatically dress up to come here anyway.
But everything on here has a reason for it being there.
Oh yes,
This is the
yeah, absolutely. It's not just about design; it's about flavors and textures. Then, of course, you throw it on the plate. You throw it on the plate to design, to present it nicely. Of course, you're going to create a dog's dinner. You want to create beauty so it's attractive, but it's not just a picture; it's an appetizing picture.
Sure.
It should connect with beauty and appetite, and your gastric juices should run so fast. Napkin, come on, guys. Oh, is a messy eater like me.
But the garden is just amazing, because I know you have a huge team of gardeners, but you take a very personal interest in it.
Yes, I'm very involved. When I say it's my house, I'm talking about aesthetically, intellectually, and also in terms of intuition, creativity. I'm usually involved in every part of the house, and definitely the design of the rooms, the design of everything actually. I'm very involved in the food, of course, but the gardens most of all. I love my gardens. So that garden is fundamental, not just in terms of aesthetic, but also in terms of providing the kitchen with the raw and the most noble materials you could think of. When the guests come at Le Manoir, this gardens now is as famous as the food or as the hotel. And I would even say sometimes more. And I like it. Our guests don't stay here 1 hour, they stay 5 hours.
Sure.
An average meal is 4 to 5 hours.
Is that right?
It's amazing. And those gardens are the backdrop, the heart of this place.
It's for zing, isn't it? Really
Voilà.
just it is. It's fabulous.
Bon appétit, Roy.
Merci beaucoup. Actually, complete. Thank you very much.